Okay, so I think I accidentally turned off the phone as we were going in there for the Diabolica, but that is a difficult species, that's for sure. Then we have a beautiful Lowii here, the Rocco Bashiana Veitchii, the original red, which is one of my most wanted plants over the last few years. Finally got this one from the Mansells and Dom. Been a little slow growing, but is looking spectacular. As we head on around, one of my favorite hybrids I've ever created. This is, of course, Diabolica crossed with Edwardsiana. So getting some pretty good sized pictures on that now. I think this one just opened, but I think my best picture, I don't know if I can get a hold of it, is kind of back in this area here. Don't snap, but oh, look at that guy. That is just beautiful. As we move on around, we have Veitchii crossed with Mullis. Then we have Edwardsiana crossed with Mullis. There's a little bit older picture. This one just opened a few days ago, and it is looking spectacular. But this one is developing right now. Should be my biggest picture on this plant ever. As we move up into the rafters, or the vines, we have a really nice upper picture on a few different clones of Hamada here. Some of these being well in excess of 8 inches. They're a little bit tangled around everything, but very cool nonetheless. Okay, then we have, this is a Lowii crossed with the Fipiata. My first, what I would consider mature or upper picture on it. Just a spectacular plant. Ooh, then we have Raja crossed with Lowii right here. Oh man, Jeff, that is just an amazing hybrid. As we move on around, some Tabayaka vining along with Tenuous, which pretty much just goes everywhere, but such a cute little species. I'm not disappointed about it at all. And then we have stuff like Ramaspina in the rafter, or hanging, but it's so dark it looks like we're having a little trouble focusing on it, so let's head up there and see. So there is the main Ramaspina. Then we have Ramaspina crossed with Singulana, the Singulana clone E. There's a Tivia. I think this one's Red Queen, which, whew, is nice. Adrianii, or I don't know if it's officially been described yet, but holy cow, that's a nice looking plant. As we come on around, we have, ooh, Lingulata. That's been kind of a struggle for me, but it's starting to vine, and so should get some mature pictures off of it relatively soon. Here's where the Tenuous starts, which is right here. The lower pictures are super cute and squat. Nice Ventricosa behind it. Big Raja crossed with Edwardsiana, which this is a kind of a longer, skinnier clone for me, but just putting on some size. And we have Muluensis, which has been a battle, so I finally feel like I'm succeeding with it. Oh my goodness, this is the amazing red Malaysiana clone. Lower pictures are red to black, and then the upper pictures kind of get this beautiful spotting. It never gets huge, but in the wild it would just almost strangle an entire bush. And in here, I've had it for probably 20 years, and that's kind of what it's looking like. Then we have some nice red pictures on Renwortiana. So a nice Highland Renwortiana that has really nice color, which is a little bit harder to find. Most Renwortiana are kind of ugly. Then as we come on around, nice pictures on Aime, or Enormous. The upper pictures here don't even look real. They're one of the few species, maybe the only species, that doesn't really have a peristome. Okay, then we have the Raja Burbigia hybrid here. That one is just spectacular. And another slightly smaller one there. Then probably the biggest Edwardsiana picture I've ever had. This one's well over a foot tall, but it is hiding in there. Let's see if I can kind of get a grip on it. Wow, that is spectacular. Okay, Densiflora, which definitely isn't one you seem to see all that often. The lower pictures are really nice red. And then the upper pitchers are this beautiful, like greenish white. Then we have Trusmatiensis, clone number 2 from Matt Kalin. Raja is a little bit struggling right now, so I'm getting some of that nice red on the leaves, so I should get some pictures on it soon, but right now I don't have a single one. As we go on down, this is a beautiful Edwardsiana cutting that Jeff gave me a few years ago. It's just spectacular plant. So now we're gonna go back underneath and see what we've got under this bench. So again, quite a few different Nepenthes seedlings, such as Jamban. Then we have some beautiful Pinguicula right on the edges here. Actually, right now, this is my biggest Ephipiata, so not huge yet, but looking pretty good. Nice color. Some Bibulus over there, a few Heliumphora, but not bad at all. And then we'll go to this side while we're down. This is one of my Heliumphora sections. Again, this is not the best time of year to see them, but overall, not too shabby. Kinnibaluensis, this is one Tony and I made back in 2013. Just moved this one out of my freezer grow chambers, so it gets a little feisty for the first few leaves when I bring them out to the greenhouse, but it's coming along. And we have a nice Diabolica pitcher there, and good size Velosa and Raja. So let's go on up and see what else we've got. Okay, one of the classics, Macrophylla, which probably has a little Lowii introgression right behind there, but this one was from Westuba in the very early 2000s. This is probably my largest and best Raja crossed with Edwardsiana, so the picture is right here, and ooh, I would say that is a solid picture. I am really interested what that one will max out as. But before we go, we have, this is Hamada Catapasa crossed with Edwardsiana. Got these from Nepenthes dude relatively recently, so they're just settling in. Another couple Hamadas here. We'll take a step back. This is one of my favorite benches in the world, or in my greenhouse. But there's another Hamada Edwardsiana, Lowii, Edwardsiana, and then Smilodon. We also have Jacquelinia going up into the rafters. This is Westuba's clone. Ooh, can't forget this one. This is a new arrival from Dom, hand-delivered as well. It is Truncata Edwardsiana. So Dom has one of these that I think is about 17, 18 inches. And Dom, I'm coming for you. This is not there yet, but thank you so much for that plant. It is just spectacular. Then we have this nice Vicii. This one was originally bred by Yamada, so it's Akasuka crossed with Barrio or something of the sort. Okay, we're gonna sneak back behind this corner. Here's a Smilodon as we pass by. We can miss that. This one I think would have liked to have grabbed onto something, but it didn't. This one did, so it's a little bit better looking. Whew, can't forget this Edwardsiana here. And then we have another new Trusmatiensis pitcher. Another nice Edwardsiana. This one grew from seed, I think, in 2012, so getting a little older now. As we come on around, Mollis here, which, whew, that's a good sized pitcher. And then we have Jacquelinia, so some really nice upper pitchers on that. This plant is one of my favorite. I got it, I think in 2005. It actually won Best of Show at the 2006 ICPS conference in Maryland. But just a plant. Look at that. Okay, come on around. Oh, a beautiful Mikei. This one is super dark and produces these aerial rosettes. Just a really nice plant. So here's that Ventricosa K. Probably my favorite red form of Ventricosa in the world. This one is just perfection. Okay, then the swamp coolers are on, keeping things nice and cool, but looking good. Come on around. Here you have another really nice mollis here. The Raja crossed with a Mira that I did a little while back. A couple of these, this is Maxima Papua Red, which have been super slow growing for me, but they are just starting to vine and looking really happy. Then we have Minima, which used to be the Mini Maxima. And what else have we got? We'll step back, squeeze by. Here's a nice Velosa, actually a couple of them down in this area. Hard to kind of get good photos of, but this is probably my second favorite plant in the world. Sneak on around here, then this side, swamp cooler. Not running right now, but I'm sure it will once things warm up a little bit more. We have some of the Orchiaceae utricularia. They get really nice wind blowing on them. Heliumphora there, and then let's pop on down. Some more Heliumphora, some sundews. There we have Spiralis, but these need a little cleaned up for summer, and they will look amazing this winter. And then we might as well show you another section of Heliumphora as well, but they're looking pretty good. As we move on up, we got stuff like Veitchii Aime. Got this one from Dylan Judeman years ago. It's looking good. Then we have Jacquelinia crossed with Truncata. Actually, I think it's Truncata Jacquelinia. Let's see. No, Jack Truncata. So this is one I bred a while back and really producing some good-sized pitchers now. We'll just continue on. This is the Porcellania clone number 2. This isn't my super white one, but it's looking pretty good. Bred by Sam in Hawaii with Leilani Nepenthes. Okay, another really nice Hamada clone up here. I don't know if we can quite see it, but really nice pictures up in the rafters. And we'll move on around. Here's a Veitchii Jeff Wong. Let's see, oh my goodness. So that one is maybe the best Veitchii in the world. Definitely Candy Dreams, which is down here. Gives it a run for its money, but I've moved this one around for the open day, so not ideal spot to show it off, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful plant. Can't wait for those to really take off. Then we have the Lowii crossed with Lowii Truncata. So it's like a double Lowii. Hopefully it looks like a giant Lowii. Been a super slow growing one. But look at that. That one should be spectacular. Ooh, and just got a Spiritus Sanctus. This one was also from Dom. Dude, thank you so much. Such a cool looking leaf. We'll come on around. Here is the Lowii Truncata Giant. And then we have Spathulata crossed with Edwardsiana, Flores clone. Ooh, this is a nice one. This one is Spectabilis crossed with Edwardsiana. And ooh, there's a nice Hamada Edwardsiana, a couple more Lowii Truncatas. Then off in this corner, we have Spectabilis Truncata. And what else do we have here? So this is almost where I started this tour, so let's see. That is that giant Lowii Truncata wide peristome. Starts in that really nice blue pot, just goes up into the rafters. I usually put a hook on it so I can still walk underneath it. Ooh, then we have a really nice Veitchii striped peristome. This one I got from Jeff Schaefer quite a while back, and it's a beautiful plant. We have a really nice Spathulata crossed with Edwardsiana. All the pictures seem to be facing the other direction, so let's jump in there. So man, it's just going from lower pitchers like this that are about a foot tall to more upper pitchers. Stunning plant. Man, that's nice. Then we come on around. This one is, of course, Rob Cantley. So this is the one I call Long Clone. Definitely produces some long pictures. This is the biggest I've ever had. It's been a really good breeder over the years, so if you got any hybrids with a male Rob Cantley from me, that is most likely the father. As we come on around, we have my all-time favorite non-striped Veitchii. This one is a Veitchii M from EP. As we come on around, we got some other goodies, like another Spectabilis Edwardsiana. Then we have this fancy upper one, which is a complex hybrid with Platykyla. Ooh, then this one is another Rocco Veitchii something or other from Dom. Oh my goodness. Then, ooh, this one's really starting to put on some size. Not super spectacular yet, but I have high hopes. It's Edwardsiana crossed with Platykyla. Then over here, another wide peristome, or this is a Lowii truncata wide peristome. This one, pretty hefty. I mean, it's definitely heftier than the other one. Maybe not quite as tall, but really, really nice size plant. As we come on around, you might be able to see some HR Geiger somewhere up here. It just is a spectacular, oh, there's one up there. Then we also have Lowii Morelliana. Let's see, some nice upper pictures on those. Got this one from Paul Barden years ago. It flowers female, and it's just a beautiful plant. Okay, so then what else do we have? We might as well head into the Lowland Chamber. This, everyone, especially Eric and Trevor, helped me clean this one up, or pretty much did it all themselves. Thank you so much, guys. You're the best. So we'll sneak in here. Whew, toasty. Almost 100 degrees in here, but we have a nice Clipiata. We have the Insignis, which is another really cool one. A couple nice Truncatas, Nebularum. This one, I believe, is a best Carnivorous plant clone. Still small, but they're starting to take off. Okay, as we move on around, a couple nice Raff clones. Some Ampullaria. This is a really nice cutting of that Truncata Ephipiata. So, about ready to let go, but it's so hard. Okay, as we move on around, nothing like some nice upper pictures on Nepenthes bical. Those teeth, holy cow, that's nice. Nice Truncata back in the corner here. Rob Cantley here. This is just beautiful. Clossii, no really nice pictures, but it's a finicky one to picture, that is for sure. Then we have Ruby Alice, Diuriana, and oh, that Diuriana, huge, huge plant. Lots of big pictures. Another upper picture on bical. And, well, you guys, I believe that is just about everything for this walkthrough. Hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes. Tried to do it in one take because I don't have time for that editing stuff, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I always say, I'm going to try and do more YouTube stuff, so if you want to see a little bit longer videos on anything, let me know. Lots of stuff on Instagram and doing some more reels. Hopefully we'll have some exciting reels here coming up, so be sure to check those out. Thank you so much for watching this, everyone. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Over and out. Ciao.